How we doing, kids? All right, let's see. Let's try. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. We made it through another week. I don't think I've ever done, like, 2 weeks back to back. But, you know, as a singer, you kind of, you forget songs or you kind of run dry. So I'm learning new songs for next week. But I thought that so many people ask about my cooking because they'll see it on my Instagram or Chris's Instagram, or I've done some posts for the holidays, a cheesecake and all of that. So I thought, why not on my page have a little fun and do a little cooking. I'm actually going to log on to my computer so I can see some of the questions or some of the comments because I can't see them right here because I have a wonderful cameraman working for me tonight. Let's see. See if I can see you guys. Did everyone have a great week? What are we? Day 55 of... Here we go. Alright, perfect. Hi from Albany, Georgia. Hi, Baltimore. This is awesome. I can see you guys. Perfect. So we're just here chilling. I thought, why not bring another aspect of me to you guys? So, being from the New England area, first of all, here's to the weekend. I thought, being from this area, we have such amazing seafood that I would make a little seafood dish. Now, everyone knows a mac and cheese, right? Everyone's variation. So I thought I would do my take on a lobster mac and cheese. I aptly called it, I've got to make it to summer, lobster mac. See what I did there? So, it's very simple. So everyone knows how to make a mac and cheese. You can make it with whatever you want. Sometimes a box is even great if you're in a rush. I admit I do that too. But when you've got the time, why not do it from... And this one's, gonna be honest, the lobster is pretty expensive. But if you're, you know, I think we were in quarantine during Valentine's Day, weren't we? And I've done a lot of cameos where it's somebody's birthday during the quarantine and they, you know, can't get out and about for a nice dinner. So I thought, yeah, make it a little fancy than just a hamburger on a grill, right? So splurge, get the lobster. You're gonna thank me for it. I guarantee it. So we'll start. Remember when you boil your pasta, you should always have that ready because it's not necessarily a perfect pasta because it's being baked, so you don't have to really worry about it being completely al dente or the perfect bite because it's going in the oven. But for a mac and cheese or for a lasagna or in the Greek world they make a pastis, which is like a Greek lasagna, always undercook your pasta. Because if you cook it to the tooth, which is al dente, and a little bit above, and then it goes in the oven, it sometimes is mush. So always do it like 1 or 2 minutes less than what the package says, just so that it stays firm and it grabs onto the sauce and it grabs onto what you want to do. Let me grab a knife. Perfect. All right. So there's many ways to make a mac and cheese. Sweetened condensed milk, eggs, cream cheese, all of those are great variations. Me, I like to do this version. It's the most simple. To me, it's the most flavorful. You find, I'm going to put the recipe up after this stream, and then you play around with it the way you want to. You know, this is just my set of rules, but that doesn't mean that's the way it is. This is just the way I like to prepare it. So, for me, it's a bechamel or a roux. Sounds complicated, but it's not. It's just flour, butter, and then you put in some milk and make the sauce. It's very simple. So, trusty cameraman, if you want to come over here, I'm going to take about 6 tablespoons of butter. 6 is about enough that I feel. And it's unsweetened, unsalted butter. You can add the salt. It's best that you add the salt on your own. And we got the tunes rocking. We're having fun. I have to say, I don't get nervous as a rule with singing, because that's what I do, but to talk about all of this, you're a little leery, but I hope you guys you're hanging in. While that butter is melting, let me read some of the comments. Love the music in the background. A little 70s rock goes a long way, right? Hi, Lisa. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, Jennifer Kennedy. Doing great. Let's see. Already 150 comments. Hi from Maine. So from Maine, you'll appreciate this. Of course, it's lobster. And you guys have the best. I mean, we in Rhode Island have, in Connecticut, and we have ours shipped in from Maine, or they go off the docks here and buy them. And I find that towards like September, October, the guy from Maine or the girl from Maine, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The colder the months go, the harder the shell gets, the sweeter the meat. And it's amazing. And for all of you, actually, good thought here, all of you that are tuning in that are like from the South, Texas, Florida, wherever it may be, you guys have, what?
Belgium.
Belgium. You guys will know that you have lobster too down south, but it's just not the same in my opinion. I'm biased when it comes to Maine, New England lobster. It's sweet, it's succulent. How to tell the difference if you go to a store in the south. I don't know if it's that way in on the west coast too. I don't know, I'm sure you can get Maine lobster there obviously, but I don't know what your primary shellfish is. But to know what a Maine lobster or what a New England lobster is from a southern lobster is there's no claws. So me, I go for the claw, the New England lobster. But it's just as good, it's just not as sweet as our lobster up here. So try it this way first and then do it. You can even do it with scallop. Yeah, you could do it with any kind of seafood. I would think scallops. Maybe langostino, if you're on a budget. That's totally fine. Langostino is great. I use that for a lot of different things. Alright, so we're pretty good and melted. Pretty good and melted. Let me grab this little guy. It's a funny story. I got hit many times over the little rear end with this wooden spoon. This brings back a lot of memories. So what you do is you take a half a cup or so, depends, of flour into the butter. And what that does is, what you want to do with this flour is you want it to go in the butter and cook out that flour taste. Because if you just put the milk, in right now, you're going to taste like raw dough flavor, no matter how seasoned you make it with salt, pepper, whatever you want to do. Some people add nutmeg. A traditional bechamel calls for nutmeg. I don't like nutmeg. Like Ina Garten does not like cilantro, so she uses parsley. I don't like nutmeg. So I omit that, and you can definitely omit that. So what you want to do is you want to cook this till it's like a light brown, and that's when you know that the flour does not have that raw flour taste anymore. So let that go for a few minutes. How's that looking? Looking all right? Keep stirring. Whatever you do, do not stop, because it will stick and it will burn. And you don't want burned mac and cheese. I really don't think that's not the key to a fancy little date night lobster mac and cheese. It's a burnt roux. See, when you can start to smell the butter again, that's when you know you're getting there. So you're liking the music. What's this song? Oh, little Elton John. Anybody see Rocket Man? So I saw the Queen Bohemian Rhapsody, but I did not see Rocket Man yet. Can you believe it? And out of all this quarantine, I've certainly had the time to. But I've been busy. I've been doing these concerts. Alright, so now this is good. Over medium heat, I'm going to add the milk. And it's a quart of milk, or so. You'll know when it hits. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to start with half for now. Cold milk, hot flour, whisk. That means it'll be a very, very smooth roux. Warm milk, and sometimes it can get a little lumpy. But keep stirring with the cold milk. It really ensures that this will be smooth. And you want to turn the temp down now because you don't want to boil the milk or scald the milk. Some people say you can. I really don't. I don't know. I've always just kept it low. So put a little more in. We're at about a half now. I mean, you want enough sauce because this is pretty much your base. It is your base technically. Keep it on low flame and just keep stirring, and before you know it, it'll get nice and thick. See all that? We still have all that to dissolve, which will get thicker and thicker over time. And the key to a perfect roux or a bechamel is you want it to gently coat the back of the spoon That's when you know you've got the right amount of milk. We're getting in. I could have used a whisk, but one more thing to dirty up, right? Although we've got so much time on our hands, I think we can clean up anything. Alright. Keep going here. I want it a little bit thinner, and there's still, I can feel at the back, at the bottom of the pan, that there's quite a bit amount of flour left. I gotta say, this is I think this is legit my first time ever demonstrating something like this. So far, so good, right? I'm seeing people saying from Belgium, from where else are we coming from? Anyone yet? Oh,
South Carolina.
South Carolina. The Billy Gilman Fan Club, I'm sure you're watching. Hope everyone's having a great start to your weekend. It's been really rainy.
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Lincoln.
It's been really rainy, and nothing worse than a quarantine than rain. You know, you can get out, you can jog, you can walk around, you can do so much stuff, but when it rains, you know, it makes it even more, a little bit more difficult to navigate through, right?
California.
I'm sorry?
California.
California, California. Alright, we're getting there now. See that? I'll do it one more time. It can still go a little more. We've got time, right? Where are we going? This is looking like 3/4 of a quart. So what is that? I flunked math. I flunked everything, I think. Except singing. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, I'm going to put the heat up a little more. This is, see how smooth? That's exactly what you want. Don't forget to get the sides. Keep it going, keep it going. See, now, on the Food Network, they have the fancy editing and the fading, and then all of a sudden you come back to a perfectly made roux. Well, this is live, and this is a singer's out-of-job budget. No, hopefully soon we'll be back in those rooms soon, I hope. I hope. But yeah, so we're just having fun. We're doing it off the cuff, right? Alright, I'm going to let that go a few more minutes, and then we'll add cheese, my favorite thing in the whole world. I think if someone said to me, Billy, in order for you to be the top-selling artist of all time, you have to give up cheese, I probably would not be the top-performing artist of all time, because I love cheese, and all cheese, except blue cheese. I've tried and I've tried, like with wings, of course, you gotta have blue cheese. I don't really care for it. But if you do, awesome. But I love mozzarella and parmesan and all these fontina, right? So, and like I said in the beginning of this thing, this little live, there are many ways to make this. You can use yellow cheddar, you can use mozzarella, you could use parmesan, you could use ricotta cheese if you want to make it kind of, you know, there's many ways to make it. Me, the classic way, to me, is a white cheddar and Gruyere cheese. To me, Gruyere, there's nothing like it. It melts perfectly. I was thinking of Gruyere when I began, and I said grilled cheese mistakenly, because Gruyere is perfect with a panini or a grilled cheese. Oh, grilled cheese, tomato soup, homemade tomato soup. You can make a tomato soup and half it with a romesco sauce, which is roasted red pepper. It's so good. A little chicken broth. Oh. Alright, so come on over. This is what it should look like. See this? I'm going to add just a tiny bit more, because it's getting there. Takes time, because like I said, the cold milk, it's got to come up to temp. But watch this. See how it coats the back of the spoon? I could have used a whisk, but Is there one? I'm sure there is.
Big.
Oh, the big jar. Let me see.
Yeah, they're in there.
Let's see.
Right in front of you.
Yeah, got one. It's the size of me, but we'll do it. I mean, you want to get the lumps out like this, but it really doesn't matter because it's totally cooked. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, perfect. Let's test it again. Yeah, see how smooth that is? See that? That's exactly what you want, and it will only keep thickening as it's on medium. And again, the ingredients will be in the description after I get done with this. But I wanted to surprise. I didn't want it to be out there. This is kind of my first time, so I wanted to make it fun. Everyone remembers their first time, right? Alright. Alright, so now comes, in my opinion, even though lobster is more expensive, comes the best part. That's the fromage. The cheese. Like I said, I'm using 2 to 3 cups of white cheddar. It's so good. At 9 o'clock this morning I was grating. This is not from a bag. And 2 to 3 cups, so around 6 cups total. Can be less, it can be more, of Gruyere, which of course comes from Switzerland. You're going to notice it primarily, the most known and the most famous it ever got was in the 60s when fondue was big. That's all they used, was like white wine and Gruyere cheese, and you put your favorite vegetables or bread or whatever it may be with the fondue. That's primarily Gruyere cheese. Actually, you know what? I think I might use the whole thing. And if I don't use it all, because the cheese is also going to thicken it. Am I making any kind of sense? I think so. You following me, everybody? Again, the ingredients will be in the description after it, so you can follow along and do it the way you want to. All right. So now I'm going to add a little salt. You can see salt in a very small hole, so it's going to come out the snail's pace. These are more for look than anything. And a little pepper. There we go. What kind of shaker is this? Wet. Wet. Alright, perfect. Maybe a half a teaspoon of each. Teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper. Always go less on the pepper, as a rule. And here we go. In goes the cheese. Ah, yes. Cheese. I think I have a big enough pan. Oh, yeah. Now put the flame, I would do the flame off. Let me start with that for now. That way it doesn't curdle. You never know what cheese will do. This is, I specifically do this mac and cheese with very, it's good quality cheese. It's not, a cheese that is a lesser value. That way I know it will melt correctly. And I just did the wrong thing, in my opinion, but we're doing it live and off the cuff. Naturally, you want the cheese to be out at room temperature to ensure a great melting and a fast melting. But you guys are my friends, so I don't think you're going to report me to the Food Network, are you? Maybe then Ina Garten will see me. Report me. Okay. Alright, we're going to let this melt, folding it in. Again, off the flame. Take the flame off. See how amazing this is? Look at this already. In like 15 seconds. Oh. Look at that. Rich, 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 rich sauce. Again, I didn't add the nutmeg. I don't care for nutmeg. That's a complete bechamel, a complete roux, thickening sauce. But, hey, to each their own, right? I think it still tastes pretty good. And you could add 1,000 ingredients in this. But to me, the star is the lobster. I mean, you pay enough for it. If you want to, you can definitely boil your own lobsters. Just go buy them. It's much less expensive. But who wants to be up at 1 a.m. cracking claws, doing the tails, throwing it out? Make sure you throw it out of the garbage because it'll smell. You can buy it. It's a little bit more expensive. But if you do this once every couple of months or once every 6 months, I think it's worth it.
Slovakia.
Slovakia. Is that where they make Gruyere cheese? No. Hi, Slovakia. Thanks for tuning in. You guys are enjoying this, right? You having fun? This is like what I do. If I'm not on the road, you're going to find me in the kitchen. Either doing a roast chicken, or I just mastered the art of making my own gnocchi. Potato, not ricotta cheese. I haven't done that one yet. I haven't even attempted to do that. Okay, I'm going to lightly reheat this. And put it on low. It's kind of cooled off. You can tell the temperature of the cold cheese kind of brought the milk a little bit. It dropped it in temperature, which you can see this. I can even do this the whisk again. As that heats back up a little bit, I think it's time for a little salutation. Hope everyone is enjoying their Friday. This is fun. This is brand new to me. I'm having a good time. I'm actually going to add a little bit more. of the pepper. I like my stuff a little zestier. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Jiggling included.
Philippines.
Philippines. You know, there was a great tour that was supposed to happen with the Philippines in December. Certain things happened, not because of me, but hopefully we'll be getting there after this pandemic. And I hope everyone in the Philippines is safe. It's scary for everyone, no matter where you are. Alright, so that's the consistency that I want right there. Perfect. I might add the rest of the milk. See that? Ooh, yes. That's exactly what you want. I'm going to add the rest of the milk. That's the milk! Alright. Now, the moment we've been waiting for. This is your New England lobster. And again, you can deshell it yourself if you want, but they had 1.5 pounds at the seafood monger, so I said pile it on. Like I said, it is expensive, but it's worth it. It really is worth it. It makes all the difference. Okay, so in this goes. Slowly, you don't want it to spat up on me. You know what? You can even, like they always say on the Food Network, I watch it vigorously as if you can't tell. A cook's best tools is clean hands, and I washed them right before we started. Yes, I did. I've been cleaning them 17 times a minute with this pandemic. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to see, I'm going to just, there's little shell in the claw meat that you got to be careful for. Go in whole. Let someone have a whole piece of lobster. They'll be fortunate to do that. See that? You want to omit that. Other than that, there's not much shell after that, so just simply just pull it apart, just like that. You can leave it whole in the big chunks. I don't think that's appropriate. You dig in and you have a huge mouthful of lobster. I don't think that's really nice, do you? I don't know. Who we got? Who is this on the music? I know this song.
He sang.
Feeling alright. Alright, we're doing.
Joe
You following
Cocker,
me?
Joe Cocker.
Joe Cocker. Thank you. Feeling alright. Alright. He also sang one of my favorite songs that I did years ago on tour. You Are So Beautiful. And love lifts us up where we belong. I think. Right?
Yeah.
Thumbs up or thumbs down if I got
Officer
that.
and a gentleman.
If I got that wrong. Officer and gentleman.
They want you to sing.
They want me to sing? Well, maybe I'll sing while it's baking. How about that? So we're having fun. Like I said, this is where you will find me. On any given time that I'm not on the road or writing songs or in meetings. And I actually said yesterday that there'll be an announcement. I'm going to get to that in a minute while it's baking. Look at that. I mean, right there is worth its weight in gold. Look at that claw. Anyone from New England, or anyone for that matter, will know what I'm talking about. Look at that. It's the best. And I named it I Gotta Make It This Summer because the diehard Billy fans will know that that's the title of my song. And you associate lobster with summer. Lobster rolls. So I Gotta Make It This Summer lobster mac, I think is kind of funny, right? Alright, we're getting close. I just want to make sure for no shell. Better safe than sorry. You can chop it up, but why dirty another knife? It's just me. Just me and my family. I hope yours as well. With your family and your loved ones. Alright, perfect. That's it. Get the rest in. Bye. Wash my hands quick. Even though it's cooked, I still want to wash them. Alright. Now, into the pot we go. Like I said, undercooked pasta, there's still a little bit of pasta water in there. You're going to transfer the deliciousness into the meat, which I think is the pasta, even though it's the lobster meat. Okay, look at that. Perfect. Creamy, didn't burn. Food Network, please call me. Now we're going to just give it a toss. with the shells. I did sea shells. Get it? Lobster, sea shells. It calls for like cavatappi, but I thought the sea shells would be fun. Medium sized. I think it's like 10, 11 minutes. Do 9 minutes, and because it's going to continue baking. And then you're going to set your oven before you begin cooking at 400. 400 should be good, because everything's pretty cooked. And last but not least, as it bakes, because it will cook the alcohol out, my secret ingredient, I almost forgot. How could I ever forget liquor? Cream sherry, just a quarter of a cup, just like that. Off the flame. It would flame if you are careless like me sometimes. And again, I would be nervous if this was how it was going to go, because it would taste of raw liquor, but it's going to be baked. So that's totally, totally fine. Oopses happen. I'm sure they happen on the Food Network. They can just hit stop. Anyway, alright, so now, bye-bye. We're going to, in a pre-greased casserole dish, butter, olive oil. They even have these amazing, I think, what is it called? What is it? What's the label? Anyway, Betty Crocker, I don't know what the hell it is. But they have like avocado-based butter. They have coconut-based butter, I think. There's many alternatives if you're vegan or if you're vegetarian. There's vegan cheese. Omit the lobster. I'm sure there's a vegan seafood option you could use. You can do this any way you want to. But I just use regular unsalted butter. Ready for this? Oh, look at the cheese! And see that? And the pasta didn't even, because there was a tiny bit of reserved pasta water, it really didn't even stick. Oh, I would eat it just like this, to be totally honest with you. I want to get the rest of it because lobster is expensive. So I want to get all the lobster for sure. Guys hanging with me? You alright? Look at that.
It's a perfect bite.
Oh, look at that. Perfect bite. Oh, I wish they had smell-o-vision. I think you've heard that one before. Alright. My mother wanted some without the lobster, I just remembered. Well, I'll make her another one in time. Whoops! Sorry, Mom. Alright, there's some shells left. Not that much left. That's looking pretty good. And it's low enough where the bubbling over probably won't happen. Now, hold on, we're good. Well, flames are off. We're good. This, many variations with breadcrumbs. You can buy the regular old breadcrumb with the Italian seasoning. That's great. I kind of tend, they don't have much flavor. Like if you were to take some in the palm of your hand and lick them, it kind of tastes like nothing, in my opinion. No offense to that brand. So what I do is I take a loaf of Pepperidge Farm white bread, thin little slices. Maybe a stack that high. What is that? 4 or 5 inches? 4 inches. Dice it up. Take away the crust, and dice it up and put it in a food grinder. Grind it up really fine. Put it on a cookie sheet and just let them sit overnight. And you form a stale breadcrumb. And you add your own parsley, which I diced up this morning, and onion powder. I love onion powder, homemade breadcrumbs, and parsley. It is the best flavor. You can put butter on top. There's so much going on here that you really don't need it. So homemade breadcrumbs are so simple, so cheap, and they have more flavor, I think, in my opinion. So you just want to, it doesn't have to be too heavy. It doesn't have to be too heavy, but you want to get every, oh, you smell that onion? Oh, and with the Gruyere, with the cream sherry, that onion actually kind of balances out. And I've done it with garlic powder. I've done it with, I actually once got really adventurous and tried to chop up garlic, Don't do that, because what happens with garlic like that? It burns. So you have to resort to the powders. Garlic powder, onion powder. That's safer. You don't want to be chomping on burnt garlic at any cost. All right, so we're almost done here. A little more because why not, right? Look at all that. See, you can use that for baked fish. You can put that in stuffed mushrooms. You add some mint, some chicken broth. cut up some little portobello mushrooms, stuff it in there, lemon wedge, pop it in the oven. You can use this for 1,000 different. You could use it in your meatloaf. Put it with a tiny bit of cream or milk. You can use it in meatballs. 100 different things. But for right now, because I left it out, I'm gonna put it in the fridge for good hygiene, right? This is another thing. This isn't for this dish, but if you ever want to get adventurous, this stuff is delicious on a chicken sandwich, on a grilled cheese. It's just an Asian-style marinated, spicy cabbage. It's delicious. Garlic, on your eggs in the morning. It's unbelievable. And healthy. Alright, so now I just want to take a little bit of extra virgin. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Again, clean hands. And just go right over the top. And that will help the browning. Just like that. Okay? Now you're going to see me disappear for a millisecond because it's going to go in the oven. Again, 400, 415. It only has to get brown. See, bye. Alright. Alright, so now that's cooking away. I can have another drink. Let's get rid of some of this mess. Put it in there, like all the cooks do. Where's my crew? Where are you? As a rule, when I cook dinner, if I'm off the road, because, you know, being on the road, you resort to a lot of restaurants. And that's great, because you find some amazing restaurants, but if you know how to cook, nothing's quite like your own cooking. You know what I mean? But as a rule, when I'm home, I will cook and Chris will clean up. And he's a very good cleaner. He's very tidy. I'm kind of a slob when it comes to cooking, because I'm here. It's like a mad scientist. But, alright, let me read some of these questions while that's cooking away. Let me actually do this, just so I remember, because I'll keep it in there forever, and we'll have the fire brigade here. Let's do 20 minutes-ish. It's been in there for a minute, so it can be there for 18. Let's see. I just can't believe you haven't tasted anything yet. No, I've done it for so long that I know what it's going to be. And plus, you don't want to add a lot of salt, because cheese is naturally salty. You salt vigorously the pasta water. If you were, I don't advise this, but if you were to ever ladle some of the water from the boiling pasta water, it should taste like the sea. That's what it should, so I know there's enough salt. Pepper, you can add more to taste, but I added enough in it. Hi, St. Louis. Vicky, my favorite dish. This is awesome that I can see your guys' questions. It's a lot different than doing it live, singing. What is my favorite dish? That's tough. I like a lot of desserts too. Like I make a mean chocolate bread pudding. That's really good. I make a great tiramisu. I love a good chicken pot pie. But also I love a very citrus glazed salmon on a wooden plank. Very healthy. Baked scallops with just a little lemon. Very healthy. You know, as a rule, I try not to eat a lot of pasta. In this quarantine, I've been a little, lacking on my diet. But let's see. Can you hear everybody who watched The Voice? I sang this song. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. I did this on I think it was a semi-finale with Brendan and Josh, myself, and everyone played a guitar, and I thought, I stand out. Everyone vexes me not to play. Why don't you play guitar? Sometimes it's better not to, because everyone else does, right? But that was such an amazing time with them, and I haven't heard that song since, I haven't heard that song since we had to learn it on The Voice. Let's see. Do you schedule vacation time during the year? Absolutely. Your team blocks out a certain amount of dates, but if I ever see concert dates that are on the books, I don't want to give up those dates, because I love being with you guys, and I miss it. You know, it's a drug in a way, you know, being a singer. That's my job, and I love my job, so technically it isn't. But definitely I schedule vacation time. We were actually supposed to go to Disney in November. I have no idea what's going on with that. No idea. Oh, I can smell that. I can smell it. I can smell it. Shouldn't open the door, but I'm anxious. Carrigan! Hey, Carrigan, I hope you're doing well. Thinking of you. Can you please come back to Turning Stone Casino? I hope so. We've called them, but they haven't answered. So flood them a little bit with some emails. Maybe they'll listen. I love Turning Stone. Jack Buckeye, how's Colin doing? Colin is doing great. He actually is part of the essential workers in this world, so he's working, and his girlfriend and him have a home now, and they're doing great. Thank you for asking. He's really doing great. Do you ever have concerts in Michigan? Yes. I did Grand Rapids. I did Warren, Michigan, the Andiamo showroom, which was great. Boy, it's hot in here. Hi, Allison. Hello, late to the party. Make this for the cabana, if it's even open. I saw you at Turning Stone 3 times. Wow, a lot of people, I guess, from New York. Come to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I just was there, actually. 2 years ago for my Christmas show. Yeah, it's been fun. So, here we are. I made, for those of you just tuning in, I noticed I didn't touch my hair the whole time. You're not supposed to do that either. But I made my lobster mac and cheese, Maine lobster, sweet lobster. You can, different variations of different shellfish throughout the world. But it doesn't really matter. You know, I'm partial to the New England Maine lobster because, again, it's sweet. And with the salty cheese, it's just a great balance. And it's a little expensive, but you don't do it all the time, so you can enjoy it. Hey, Billy, will you ever be in Indiana? I just was in Indiana. Last month, right before the shutdown, right before the government shutdown, I was in, at the, where was I, everyone? I can't remember. The Hi-Fi Room. Awesome, awesome, awesome venue for music. Sounds like a dinner. It absolutely, this can be a dinner. You do a little plate of this, a side salad, that's all you need. I wouldn't have this as an appetizer, that's for sure. I've seen it. Wow, a lot of Turning Stone Casino guys. Wow, that's awesome. Wait a minute, I just saw when they go by so fast that you're making the respirators. Hats off to you. You know, we're all trying to get through this time, but I can't imagine getting through this time and having to do what you all are doing and seeing what you're seeing with these poor individuals that are looking to you to get their life back, essentially. So, prayers to you, and I hope that you and your family are doing okay. Do I have any furry kids? Oh, many. I'm an uncle to many furry kids. San Antonio. I'm gonna be there. That was one of the dates. It's getting rescheduled, so hang tight. All right. How much time do we have? 15 minutes. Do you want me to sing a song? I'm gonna go sing. All right. Let me take the camera. I'll take it. Let's. Woo. Let me flip it over. All right. So say goodbye to my thing. Will you watch the oven? Don't want it to bubble. Hey Google, turn off. Oh, can you grab me my laptop? Thank you. All right, we're back. We're back to our usual spot. This is fun. You're getting a sense of fun that I don't really ever bring in. Wow, 500 people are watching me cook. I hope you're enjoying it. All right, we're on the stand. We got a few minutes. Thank you. All right. Well, let's see. What do y'all want to hear? What song do you want to hear? That's cooking. It's on a little cookie sheet. It can't burn. We're good. What do y'all want to hear? Let me see. Sing Man in the Mirror. Okay, let me hook this up. This wasn't hooked up. I had the Google on, you know. Hey, Google. Do you know who Billy Gilman is?
According to Wikipedia, William Wendell Gilman III is an American singer. Starting as a young country
Hey, Google.
artist,
Shut off. Well, she does now. Okay. All right, so let's do a little song here. while that's cooking away. Let's see. Someone said man in the mirror. I haven't warmed up today at all, y'all, so bear with me when it comes to singing. I don't know what's going to come out, but we'll see. Man in the mirror? All right, let's try that. I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. Oh, it's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street without enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man song. They follow each other on the way, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with a man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change. Stay with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. You gotta get it right while you got the time, 'cause when you close your eyes, then you close up your mind. Na 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 na. It's gonna feel real good. Na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na. Make that change. Woo! We still have a few minutes. Could I have my little thing here? Yes, please. Sing without the mic. I love the mic. Celine Dion. Oh, God, I really haven't warmed up. Janet Jackson. Every time I see you, I think of Michael. Thank you very much. Friday night, y'all. Whoop, whoop. Oh, my God, can you sing the prayer? I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, give us faith so we'll be safe. Woo! All right, let me see. Oh, thank you so much. Hi, Stacy. Hi, everybody. So, if you're just tuning in, we made a little dinner tonight. I made lobster mac and cheese. It's in the oven. I'll hear the timer go off. The show must go on. I'm seeing that quite a bit. I don't know. I haven't warmed up today, but if I crack, I'll try it. Empty spaces, what are we living for? Abandoned places, I guess they know the score. On and on, does anybody know what we are living for? Another hero, another mom. crime behind the curtain in the pantomime. Hold the line. Does anybody know what we are living for? The show must go on. The show must go on, yeah. Ooh, outside my heart is breaking. My makeup may be flaking, but my smile still stays on. Whatever happens, I leave it all to chance. Another heartache, another failed romance. Outside the dawn is breaking, but inside in the dark I'm making to be free. Yeah. My soul is painted like the wings of butterflies. Fairy tales of yesterday will grow but never die. I can climb my friend. Oh yeah, the show must go on, yeah. Ooh, I'm top of the bill, I'm overkill. I have to find a will to carry on with the show. The show must go on. Woo! All right. All right. So I heard the timer. I saw someone go, this is when we lose the lobster mac and cheese. No, no, no. All right, so here we go. Let me take it off the little stand here. Well, thank you guys for tuning in with the singing. All right, let's see. Let's see. Okay, we're going to give it back to the man behind the curtain. All right, let's see. Oh, it was actually less than. Oh, it still can go a little bit longer. Someone said, oh yeah, look at that. It can go a little longer. It could even go that whole extra 5 minutes, but that's totally fine. It's bubbling. Yum. Oh, it smells delicious. All right, stay right there. Look on that. Look at that. Now, I wouldn't advise eating it. Let it rest. But you can see, it definitely could go to the 5 minutes, but listen, the point has been proven, right? Perfect. And it can even go 400 for like 25 minutes, but this is totally, because like I said, everything is cooked. So, I'm just going to dig in for good measure. Look at this, ready? Look at this, ready? Oh my gosh. Oof. Look at that. Delicious. I'm not going to bite into it because I want vocal cords for the next round of concerts. But that's it. Let me do another little bit. It's very simple, but honestly, the quality of the cheese, the lobster. Time's up. The lobster, the cheese. Again, it's been cooking enough where the pasta has finished cooking. You can't go wrong with this. To make anyone feel special, that's the way to go. I can't believe I got the show must go on out. I haven't sang that in forever. Felt good. But I can't believe we're already at an hour too. This is crazy. So again, I forgot to mention the special project. Now come in close because I want everyone to hear this. Can you hear me? I'm calling on all of you. Okay, I had this idea 2 nights ago. Whenever I posted I had my team post the ad. I have this idea that I want all of you to be a part of. Okay, and I'll post this on the description after this. But I thought, what an amazing idea to make a fan video for Soldier. The song means so much to so many in these times that I thought I'm gonna call on my fans. All you have to do, this is my Venmo, but I'm going to give an example. You could literally write on a piece of white print paper, 8x10, I'm a soldier for. And you can put in whomever you want. I'm a soldier for my dog. I'm a soldier for my mom who is a nurse. I'm a soldier for my mom who is in the ICU fighting for her life. I'm a soldier for my dad who's a doctor. I'm a soldier for my grandparents who I can't see. I'm a soldier for me. Whatever you want. I want you to send me these. I want to get so many because I want to create a brand new soldier fan video. I want your voice to be heard during this scary time. So all you have to go, make your thing, get your phone out. It can be a 10-second video or just a picture. And you can go to, I started a brand new email that I will see, so I can see all of the pictures and all of the stuff that you can be as creative as you want to be. Go to realbillygilman@gmail.com. Send all your graphics there, and I will create this video. And I think it will be such an amazing thing for all of us, you know, as we're sitting and kind of wondering what to do next. Why not come together and create a huge voice for the people and for us too? You know, we're struggling just as much as everyone else. So again, realbillygilman.com. Create your graphic for I am a soldier for, and whomever you want to put. I can't wait. And next Friday we'll do a show. We'll be doing the normal concert stuff. I'll get your comments next week of what songs you might want to hear. But again, I really, really, really hope, and share, please share with all your friends. Make them hear the song Soldier and get them involved. The deadline will be, let it go for a good week or two. I'll come back on and let you know if I have enough. But again, get creative. Let's go. Let's drive it home. BG Army. realbillygilman@gmail.com. Send your graphics and let's have some fun with that video. Thank you for joining me with this lobster mac. I have enough to feed an army. I wish you all were here. Talk about an army. I hope you make this. I'm going to put the ingredients in the description box below. Be safe. Have a great weekend. I'm going to have a little bit of this. Chris is going to have a little bit of it. Everyone's going to have some fun. And we're going to hunker down again for the next week. We'll see you soon. Be well. Love you all. Thanks for tuning in. At the end. And now the end is near.